Hey, what's going on? Just a normal weekly update. Not as exciting as it used to be with the greenhouse with all the massive growth, but waiting for the temperature to drop a little bit so I can transplant these two purple sweet potatoes, at least these two that look alive. This one's green and dying. This one is, I'm going to call it dead, and this one I'm going to call it dead. Yeah, a little disappointing when you pay so much for these live plants or slips, and yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Got potatoes are sprouting or chitting, so hopefully in a week or so I'll get around to planting more potatoes. It's extremely hot out, which is the normal here in California. Trying to, like I said, reclaim some of my patio, but it's just too hot to come out here and clean all this stuff up. But anyways, raspberries, I just moved those about an hour ago, and I've been inside drinking Gatorade and trying to recover from the heat. Anyways, not a lot going on dried up, shriveled up alley here, although the beans kind of hit and miss. Cucumbers, nothing happening here. The only thing cool going on here is these multiplying onions. There's one starting to do its thing here because it kind of died off even after I trimmed them, and I was wondering if they were going to croak, and then all of a sudden this one started sprouting out. And this one's got a new growth, and I'm not sure what the others are doing, so I've just been kind of watering them and trying to understand how these things grow, because that's a new thing for me. The other potatoes, they're still gimping along, so hoping to get a few more weeks out of them. They're a little dry even though I'm watering them every day. So we'll see what happens. And tomatoes are kind of hit and miss. Nothing special. I need to pick some of these serranos, but there's tons of buds coming, so that's doing really well. The banana peppers, I've been waiting to get a little time and energy to pick them, to try to pickle them. So they're getting some pretty good color, and they need to be picked. I haven't figured out what this is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the Cascabellas, the little yellow peppers. Those are not little, and those are not yellow, so. This lime tree, this is the Walmart lime. It's actually got quite a few, and there's some hiding back here. There's 1, 2, 3, there's 2 there, 4, 5. And there's this odd duck that's hanging down here, so there's at least 6 that I can visually see. And then this was the one I'd gotten at the nursery, so these are not quite as big, but there's 2 there, 2 there. There's probably a couple more. They're a little hard to see sometimes, especially when you're trying to run the camera. And the other, I moved the ginger back here. The ginger's not been doing well. The heat's been tearing it up pretty good. So I actually should probably move it more over here, because I forgot that this thing pretty much died out, no leaves on it. But trying to get this a little more shade. These other little blueberries, they're hanging on for dear life, but not really doing all too well. The Walmart lime, this is the Walmart lemon. It's got 1 or 2 hanging out here, and then as a reminder, I just retransplanted these about 2 weeks ago. So, and this was the original lemon. Then it did the June drop where all the little things shriveled up and dropped off, and it's got a couple hiding out here or there. The fig, so these are almost ready to pick. This one's a little softer than I want it to be, so, but I'm gonna pick that. Just was waiting to shoot the video. The sweet potato, this is the lone survivor from, I think, the second round that I tried to get, or no, third. So this is, again, this is all one plant. Getting a little crispy, but I mean, it's you know, triple digits during the week. So, although this week is only supposed to be upper 90s. Did a little trimming, scooted these over, and I transplanted the blackberries out of the 5-gallon buckets into the 17-gallon tote. So they've got a little more room, and a little more room to grow, and a little bit of water, a little more water. Trimmed up this stupid tree so it wasn't hanging on top of my head. And the mulberry is looking good. It's got some new growth in here. I'm just waiting for it to flower and throw a little fruit. That would be nice. And I got the, I don't remember if I did this before or after the last video, but anyways, so I got the blueberry transplanted out of the blue bucket, which I was using for potatoes. That's this one here. And you can see it has all the holes in the bottom, and it was not holding any water, so the water would just run right through it. So anyways, so this just has a hole about 3 inches up, just like the rest of the buckets, and you know, we'll see how it goes. Other than that, that's the sad giant crimson. These two are actually starting to perk up now. They were buried pretty deep, so they were a little crispy, and looks like they're starting to do a little bit better, and this one's doing pretty good. So that's 3 clones off of this plant. Went to the nursery this morning looking for seeing what leftover plants. I was hoping for some cucumber plants, but too late in the season in August. Wally World had a few tomato and a few pepper plants, but they wanted premium price, and I'm like, it's end of season and your plants are sad. I'm not paying you full price for those. So, and all they had them in were the, I don't know, we'll call them about the gallon size buckets. And they wanted like $7. I'm not paying you $7 for a plant. So I was thinking about getting a cutting off of this husky cherry and the purple crimson and the black creme, although the black creme, this looks sad kind of from the beginning. And even the sun gold, just get a cutting and get them rooted. Maybe I can get them rooted in a couple of weeks. That would put me at the end of August, 1st of September. You know, October, November, it'd be iffy. I might get some tomatoes. We'll see. Anyways, that's all the updates for this week. My goal for to cool off is move some of these things off of this corner. Move all of these either out there, maybe over here. I want to get some radishes replanted. Maybe I can get them to grow. Anyways, I want to free up this part here because I keep wrapping the darn hose around. It's going to be a pain. Well, it's been a pain, but I've just been working with it. So, you know, just trying to move things where it's close enough to water, give it a little bit of shade, and that's kind of why I want to kind of keep these back here. I guess technically I could probably put these onions down the back alley, as I call it here, and they'd get a little more shade based off of the stuff in front of it, and once the sun goes overhead. But anyways, Thought it was going to be shorter, not so much. That's all I got for this week. Thanks for watching.